Hey baddies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new to my channel, I do provide voiceovers on all my videos. So if you don't want to hear me talking, this may not be the video for you, but you're more than welcome to stay. Anyways, for those of y'all that may not know, I recently went to my high school prom and I had lots of fun, but something shady did go down that night and I want to share the story time with you all. So today's story time is going to be about how my boyfriend took my friend to prom behind my back. So back in March, I was asked to prom by my boyfriend. We're going to name him Fraud. So about a month close to the prom, I noticed that Fraud is starting to get unusually close to my ex-best friend. We're going to name her Clueless. Now, me and Clueless had a very cordial relationship. We didn't interact much besides saying hi and bye because we did fall out. So I talked to Fraud regarding him and Clueless's relationship with each other, and he kind of just brushed it off and was basically telling me that they're just friends and nothing more, which was understandable at the time because they did have almost every class together. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they are just friends. And keep in mind, Fraud is a very friendly guy. Like, he's very social and has lots of girlfriends. So him being close with certain females never really bothered me until Clueless came about, because it was just weird, you know, seeing my ex-best friend close with my boyfriend, especially because Clueless knew our situation and what we had going on. Like, everyone in the school knew. So anyways, prom is around the corner and me and Fraud began discussing what we're gonna wear. So after some time, we finally come to an agreement on the color blue. That was his favorite color and that's what he was set on. So I just went along with it, you know, to make him happy, to make both of us happy. So it's now a week before prom and I get a text from Fraud saying that he thinks he should change the color of his suit. So I call him because the text was so random and I was confused as to, you know, why he wanted to change the color of his suit after we came to an agreement on what to wear. So I called him and he's telling me, oh, his mom doesn't think the color of his suit compliments him, so he wants to change it. When I heard this, I already knew it was BS, but I fed into it to see how far he was willing to take the lie. So I'm like, well, Fraud, what color were you thinking? He's like, my mom is suggesting red or burgundy. Keep in mind, Fraud doesn't like the color red at all, you guys. Like, he's told me many times before that he thinks red is just it's like an ugly color. So I'm like, Fraud, you don't like red. Like, what do you mean you want to wear red? He's like, me and my homeboys are gonna match each other. And I'm like, it's literally a week before prom. I kid y'all not. Like, it's literally a week before prom. My dress is non-refundable, non-exchangeable. Like, I'm not changing my dress. And I told that to Fraud, like, I'm not gonna change my dress. And in my head, I'm like, if you're supposed to be taking your girlfriend to prom, you're supposed to match with me, not your homeboys, not your friends. So that whole situation was just weird to me. So later on that day, Fraud starts asking me questions out of the blue, like, where did you buy your dress? Send me a picture of your dress. Just so eager to know about my dress. So I tell him where I purchased my dress and send him a picture, and I'm not thinking much of it, you know. I was concerned as to why he wanted to know where I bought it, but as for the picture, I just figured, you know, he wanted to match with his suit. So that's the backstory. Now fast forward to the day of prom. So initially, me and Fraud planned to rent a car and have his father drive us to prom. That was the plan. So however, in the morning, Fraud texts me and says he was going to be traveling with a friend, but he didn't tell me who. So I'm like, whatever, that's fine. You can travel with your friends, but I do want us to meet each other in front of the place, like in front of the ballroom, so that we could walk in with each other. And he agrees. So that was our plan. Later on that night, as I'm in the car heading to prom, I just get a gut feeling. And my gut feeling is telling me to check Fraud's location. So I go to the Life 360 app and look at his location, and he's in a car traveling in Queens. Keep in mind, Fraud doesn't live in Queens, nor is the prom location located in Queens. So I was just confused as to what he was doing there, until I suddenly remember that Clueless lives in Queens and Fraud was in Clueless's neighborhood, y'all. Like, once I realized that, at that point, y'all, my heart sank all the way to the ground. I didn't want to believe my eyes. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. Like, I just didn't want to believe it at all. I felt so dumb and played at that moment. So I'm calling Fraud. I don't even think he's aware that we have each other's location. It's either that or he just didn't care. So I'm calling him, and I'm getting no response from Fraud. Like, he's not picking up at all. So I start texting him this long paragraph about how I know about all the sneaky stuff he's doing behind my back, how I know about him and Clueless messing around, and that I'm basically done with him. I don't want to be his prom date, none of that. Just going off on him. So I arrive at prom and I end up hanging out with my friends. And you know, we're having a good time, and at this point, Fraud is nowhere to be found. He's not there yet. So about an hour passes, and all of a sudden, I hear people cheering and clapping. So I turn around trying to figure out, you know, like, what's going on? Like, why is everybody clapping? And when I turn around, y'all, all I see is Fraud and Clueless walking in together. But not only that, they're holding hands, and I notice that they're matching each other. But as I'm looking, I also see that Clueless has on the same exact dress on as me. Like, it's literally copy and paste. The only difference was that she was wearing red and my dress was navy blue, because that is what me and Fraud had decided on earlier. So everything, and I mean everything, starts clicking to me. The sneaking around, them being so close, why he wanted to change the color of his suit last minute, why he was asking me where I got my dress from, all that. So as everyone's clapping and cheering for them, I just go in the bathroom and start crying. Like, I mean, I ran to the bathroom. And my friends follow me there, and they're trying to, you know, cheer me up and convince me to pay it no mind and just have a good time. Like, it's my senior prom. Like, ignore them. Like, have a good time. Like, don't let them ruin your night. But in that moment, I just felt so betrayed and dumb. Like, the whole situation was just very weird to me. I don't know if they did it as a setup to try and ruin me, because me and Clueless did have some history, but I thought we squashed our issue. But I guess she had different feelings towards me. I didn't speak to Fraud or Clueless that night. The ballroom was very, very big, and it was so many people. Thank God I didn't have to run into them or see them at all that much. But besides all the shenanigans that occurred, my friends and I did have a little after party after prom, and they really cheered me up the whole night and was right by my side, supporting me, making sure that I was okay. So for the most part, I can say I did enjoy prom regardless. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this story time. Still looking back at the situation to this day, y'all, I cannot believe this happened to me. Like, it's just so weird. Like, I really can't believe it happened to me. But let me know what you guys think of this story time. Be sure to leave a like down below so that I know that you guys want to see more videos like this. And let me know what other videos you guys would like to see from me.
Hey man, talk that shit now. Hey. Boy, it's about to get ate up.
Hey, niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love my cruddy to death. Hype Williams, no X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck. Yeah. I put some ice on her hand. I let her take it in advance. She wasn't going as planned. I put her shit in the van. She gotta move with a friend. Her she went back to her man. Give a fuck. I just put a wagon in the driveway, you know I did. When I shoot my shot, it's still go wild way it's going in. Me and little sicko sitting sideways, breaking tents. Used to be an antisocial nigga, now I'm making friends. I just got a mansion out in Turks and it's a beachfront. If she bringing 4 friends, I know I hit at least one. Got them all tanning by the pool and they greased up. Police in my city, man, I keep their pockets greased up. Me and Capo trying to leave my market piece of Easter. Ain't nobody making too much money on the beach stuff. But I be for rapper cause I'm never with the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she knows she got the sweet stuff. Hey, niggas ain't got respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love my cruddy to death. Hype Williams, no X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck.
Rex, I live my jeans and they vex you. Diamonds, I live my teeth, I come up in there. Gotta go your back, I put on Rex. Every time I'm home, you know I went to Billy. I did do these bills in my cup. I did just pulled up just to get broke. I only one top, yeah, for sure. And I know I'm on top, but I want more. But when I used to sleep on the floor, now every day I rock Christine up. Now every day I gotta put me up for. Now every day I gotta put me up for. That's my phone, I'm
Hey, niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love my cruddy to death. Hype Williams, Lil X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck. Yeah.
You busted.
Yeah.
You busted. You busted.
Before this video comes to an end, remember at 10K I am doing a giveaway and a face reveal, so hit that subscribe button and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye baddies!